Well, hello there. This is Skip McCoy for Riversoft University. This segment is about exporting 45 VO. It's a segment right here in the Clinical Exports group right on the blueprint screen. Bring this up. The purpose of the Export 45 VO feature is to make it quick and easy to find the 45s and verbal orders that need to be sent to their doctors for signature and bundle those documents along with face-to-face sheets and fax cover sheets so that you can quickly create PDF documents or printouts to use with your fax or fax server. You can use this feature to create one file, or it will create many files, one per each fax number, and store them in a location of your choosing so that you can feed them to your fax or fax server. So starting at the top, this is the CERT begin date range. Only 45s and verbal orders with CERT begin dates falling in this range will show in the list. Next are filters for form type, office, payer class, payer, and patient. Here's two very important filters: status and doctor mail method. Care plans and verbal orders are entered and reviewed daily, and those that are ready to be sent to the doctor for signature are marked as final. A finalized document is one that has been deemed as ready to send to the physician, and when it is printed out, it is missing the draft watermark. This screen is used to list all the documents that need to be sent or resent to the physician offices based on the status filter. The status filter can display those care plans and verbal orders that are not finalized, finalized but not mailed, finalized but not received signed, mailed but not received signed, mailed but no F2F date, or all. And I'm going to click on this big green button and see if I can find something that's not finalized to show you what that draft watermark looks like. So this is not finalized. When a care plan is not finalized, it has this draft watermark. When it's finalized, it disappears. So it allows you to know that this document is still in-house. It's in your agency. It's being reviewed. And if you print it out and saw that draft on it, don't send that to the doctor. It's still under review. Okay, the doctor mail method lets you generate PDFs for physicians that only want to receive their 45s and verbal orders by postal mail. If you use this feature, every doctor must have blank or mail entered for their mail method on their physician screen. But if they do that, then you can get just the ones that want it by postal mail and just the ones that want it by fax. So you'd go to Configure, Physicians, choose a physician, and this is their mail method right here. Very simple to do. Okay. This display PDF, if one file created, if I just do one file, and I've got this checked, when I do a print, since it's just creating one PDF file, that's going to show up in preview. I can turn that off so that all it does is create the PDF file. Like this. So it created it, but I didn't even see it. If multiple files are created, none of them will be displayed. They will simply be written to the default folder chosen at the bottom of the screen. And this is the default folder. Whenever this screen creates the PDF files, it's going into this folder. So you're going to browse to a location that you're going to make your default folder for this feature. And please make sure you have permits to write to that, because otherwise you're going to get errors. So if you get any errors writing PDFs to whichever folder you choose, check with your IT people and make sure you have the permits to do that. Okay, by clicking on a column header, you can organize the list by that header. Over on the far right-hand side is the face-to-face column. This only displays information if the row represents the first care plan for a patient with a Medicare or episodic payer, or a payer that has the payer switch of F2F required. For these rows, the column will contain the face-to-face date, or the word mailed if the face-to-face mail date has been recorded, or the word missing if there is not a face-to-face date and it has not been mailed. Okay, some of the print fax options. This governs whether or not we write any text whatsoever to locators 26 and 28. If that's checked, then you can ask us to write the Medicare verbiage to locator 26, and that verbiage is covered in the I button on the last page. By default, for Medicare Start of Care, this is the text we write. For Medicare Recert, this is the text. For all other payers Start of Care, this is the text. And for all other payers Recert, this is the text. You can overwrite this text by creating phrases in the phrase editor using these categories. So you can use our default text, you can choose not to have any text, or you can have your very own text. It's pretty configurable. Okay, here's where you choose whether or not you want a fax cover sheet. Normally you do want that. And hide discontinued meds. If you don't want discontinued medications to show on your care plans or verbal orders, just click here. Document types. Here you can choose between just care plans and verbal orders or just face-to-face sheets. And then print one file for. Here you choose all documents selected, each document selected, or each fax number selected. Here's your final option. If you're printing a batch and you want to finalize them, you just mark this, and we're going to associate this mail date with everything you print, because we're assuming it's going to leave the building today. Face-to-face document print options. Here you get to choose who the physician on the face-to-face document will be. So it's either their referring primary physician, the primary or secondary physician on the care plan, or the face-to-face physician recorded on the client screen. Select the type for the face-to-face document. We have different versions at any one time for the face-to-face sheet because it's evolving. We normally want you to choose the latest version, so I would choose face-to-face 2. If there's a 3 in there, choose 3. Only print face-to-face if it's needed and it has not been mailed. Without this checked, if the face-to-face document is made part of the PDF, even if it has been mailed, it may irritate the physician. So we want you to check this. This checkbox, we did not receive face-to-face at the time of referral. If you check this, it's going to check the appropriate box on the face-to-face sheet. And I'll show you what that box is right here in the I button. It's this box right here. It'll check that for you. Okay, fax settings. Let me go back in here. With some more I&I variables, again, I'm back in the I button. If you wish the face-to-face documents to be returned to a different number other than your normal office fax number, use this I&I variable in your sam.ini folder. sam.ini folder. It's right here in your server SAM folder. If you wish the care plan and verbal orders to be returned to a different number than your normal office fax number, you use this INI variable. Okay, then we've got your fax cover sheet overrides. They're right here. So you can override the return to fax number, the fax to name, or you can add additional comments to the fax. This will appear at the very top of the body text on your fax cover sheet. And then down here, like I said, this is where you record where your default folder is, where all these PDFs are going to be written. So I'm going to do a little example here. I'm going to select everything on the screen. Oops, I want one PDF for each fax number. So it's going to reorder by fax number. I'll do that again. Okay, and I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different fax numbers. So with any luck, I should get 7 PDFs, one for each fax number, written to this folder. Let's see if that works. Okay, it says it's creating 18 PDFs, but it's smart. It's going to recombine those 18 PDFs into 7 PDFs with any luck. I hope I'm right. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Thank you. Voila. 7 PDFs document. 7 PDFs are written. So if you go to that area, Server SAM, verbal orders, I should have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ta-da! The fax number is embedded in the name of the file, so you can teach your fax server to read that and send it to the appropriate fax number. Okay, at the top of the screen are some buttons you need to learn about. This is where you can just print, of course. This is how you get directly to the editor, so you can actually edit the care plan from here. This is how you create a phone log, logging that you sent this to the doctor and you're working very hard about getting this to the doctor and getting it back signed. And then these two here, scan returned POC VO and scan returned face-to-face. if I show you one of these as a care plan, at the top of every care plan in verbal order, is a barcode. There's the barcode right there. The reason that is there, same thing with the face-to-face documents, is so that you can get a stack of, say, 100 care plans and verbal orders. Click this button right here and start wanding the barcodes with a USB scanner. You buy them at Amazon for $29, and beep, 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 beep. You can receive them all back signed with today's date in a matter of seconds. You could do like 100 care plans and verbal orders in a minute. It goes very quickly. Face-to-face, we need one piece of data for each face-to-face sheet. We need the face-to-face date, and then you just scan the barcode. It's not as fast as scanning the POC VOs, but it's pretty fast. Okay. What we tried to do with this feature was put everything you needed in order to find the care plans and verbal orders that are ready to go to the doctor, and to package those up and quickly get them to your doctors using the fax machine. And then once they come back, we want you to very quickly receive those care plans and verbal orders and face-to-face sheets back into the system as signed, so you're not holding up the billing process. This one feature has all those tools, so we really hope this is going to make your job a very difficult job of getting signed care plans and verbal orders from your doctor. We hope that job is going to be easier with this feature. Well, this is Skip McCoy with Riversoft University signing off.